First of all, you don't slap a man. Okay? I mean, even when slapping was fashionable, and you know, they did it in Paris, the guy would come up, whap hat, I challenge you to a duel. They would have a gunfight after that. Somebody had to go.
This topic led ESPN. 5:00 in the morning, KJ, Will, and Max. The first thing they talked about was maybe we're gonna talk about the Lakers. We're gonna talk about, the Final Four. No, we got to talk about the slap heard across the universe, the entanglement slap. Jeffrey, take it away.
Yo, that slap was riveting in so many words. I've never seen another man slap another man like that and then maintain composure the way that he did. But with the performance, I pardon me, I don't know, and I guess one may also feel the same way. I did feel like it's staged. I did. I was analyzing the play-by-play.
That was my first reaction, and it felt staged as well for me.
Even after everything, y'all still feel like it was staged?
No, not after everything now.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, because so for me too, like when I first saw it, I'm like, and I didn't watch it live. I kind of got like, the alert on my phone that says Will Smith slaps Chris Rock, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, this is a bit. Like, it's not that serious. And then I kept only finding the video where he says, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth." I didn't get the slap, so then I searched and I'm like, oh shoot, so this is really how it happened. See, when I first saw it, after I seen the combination of him saying, "Oh, keep my wife's name out of your mouth," and the fact that he did Chris Rock, how Will was approaching him, and then what happened after. Like, it was the awkwardness that carried on throughout. That awkwardness kind of that's what made me realize, like, okay, like this is not staged. This is legit. And for people that don't know why he did it, and then I'll let y'all go, is Chris Rock made the joke about G.I. Jane 2, said, "I can't wait to see you in it." It was G.I. Jane, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can't wait to see you in it, as reference to Jada. Jada suffers from alopecia, which is, like hair loss. And, if you watch the Red Table Talk, she was very open and candid about, for lack of a better term, the depressive state in which it took her and how it took her a long time to accept, what was happening. So Will took offense to it, and he said, "I am from West Philadelphia, born and raised, and on the playground is where I spent most of my days." And he walked up on him like on the playground and open hand, like just like a jab smack. Like it was like a quick, like, like a bot, like you could tell, like he, like the whole training aspect of him being Ali, like that sort of thing. He kind of like, he reached out and bow. Wasn't a full extension. He ain't caught back or nothing like that. He just boom, he got him pretty good. That's why it looked like he took it, because he, he got him like probably like the latter part of his fingers. So what side are y'all on? Will Smith, Chris Rock. Was Will right? Was Will wrong? We're taking callers.
Well, you want me to go, or are you gonna go?
Well, I mean, for me, my take is that for me, it felt, there was wrong in both sides of it. When he Will Smith, his reaction to it, I'm not sure if it was authentic to me. That's why it comes off as staged to me too. He, the fact that he laughed at the joke and then the camera cuts away and he goes on stage to slap him. My issue is, what's the reason he did that? Is it because Jada Pinkett wasn't laughing, or is it that he was a fake laugh, where that he was laughing because he was awkward and didn't know what was going on in the situation? Or did we not see something in the camera that probably everybody missed? So that part that he laughs and then he goes up and does it again was kind of a weak move in one sense. And from Chris Rock's point of view, who's not that funny in my opinion anyways,
That has nothing to do with which I concur. I concur.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He I think, when it comes to a comedian, you should be, punching up, not punching down. And I don't know if he knew about that. Maybe he just thought about, the baldness and didn't know about it. So in that sense, yeah, he did punch low. But if Will had a problem, he should have taken care of it after everything was done.
Should have jumped him in the parking lot, right? Like, he should just square up in the parking lot.
If that's what it takes, and that's what it takes. I mean, it is whatever, like if he wants to bring that type of energy, then bring it where they can both go at it. Then I mean, I'm not condoning violence, but at the same time, if
you watch UFC,
if he's gonna do it, then let him take care of it in a more professional manner. And he probably lost his head, but it's hard to me to believe that he did, because one, you can see that he was laughing beforehand, and two, there's a lot of pics going on that that he laughed after he hit him. So he clearly smirks after he slaps him. So is it that it's staged, or is it because he was gratified that he did it and he stuck up for himself?
Jeff, you want to go?
Yeah, so number one, I think it was a punk move that he did that. Number one, Will Smith is a big guy. He's a big dude, man, like 6'2", 6'3". And look how skinny and small Chris Rock is compared to him. So everyone's been saying on the internet, and I agree, would Will Smith have done that to another guy that was more physically imposing? Even not even probably as big as he was, but if that was Joe Rogan, there's no way in hell he would do that. Joe Rogan would drop him before he tries to make it back to his seat. If it was The Rock, and The Rock said it, well, The Rock would grab his hand and say, "Don't you ever," So, I think he went up there and did that because he probably already knew. And originally I thought it was fake, but he probably already knew in his mind that Chris Rock isn't going to do nothing. I think he was laughing at the prior joke, right? And then soon as he says the G.I. Jane joke, he's still in the midst of that, I think, in that prior one. And then, he probably didn't find it so funny. He looked at Jada, saw Jada, who smashed somebody else and embarrassed him on national television, his wife, saying that she wasn't fully sexually satisfied. But went over and looked at her, saw that she wasn't happy with it, got up and felt like, oh, I got to go do what I got to do. Smacks the living mess out of the man, goes back to his seat, and then proceeds to drop the F-bomb. I lost a lot of respect for him. After I started just looking and watching, and then you see him party afterwards, and then he gives that shit stain of an apology. For me, I lost a lot of respect for him, because if you were going to apologize, do it there. Do it during the Academy Awards. Don't feel like you need a minute afterwards. You go party, get hammered, drunk, do whatever you want to do, taking pictures like nothing happened, and then go home and you see what the internet's just blowing up. And then you're like, after some consideration, I apologize. That's fake. That's phony, bro. Because you slapped him in his face, but you won't apologize to him in his face.
That's probably his publisher.
Yeah. And that's whack. If your PR team is telling you what to do, which is 99% of the time, it's trash apologies. It doesn't do anything.
I agree with that. But I thought the same thing when him laughing. But for me, I analyzed the video. Chris Rock clearly says a G.I. Jane joke. At first, I thought it was that he was laughing prior, and then they kind of cut in. But if you really look at it, he is laughing for that same joke. And again, I don't know if we missed something in between, if he really did look at her, or if maybe he didn't like it, and the camera kind of just takes it as he's laughing at it. Cause he could be laughing in an awkward type of manner, like somebody says something uncomfortable to you, and maybe you try to laugh it off, but something keeps building within you. So it could be that, but if you do slow it down, if you look at it, he does say it at the same time where he's, so it's not prior. So that's the inauthentic part of it, that he's laughing. So and then like the laugh afterwards, like you said, the apology wasn't there neither. And even in the speech, I felt like he should have said it there. He did have some type of apology, but it wasn't the proper apology, especially when he doubled down and mentioned the movie he won the Oscar for. So and then he's talking about love and all of this, but he should have. But that's double downing on what he did instead of owning up to what he did, which he never did until now.
All right. So for me, like it's a couple of things because I listen to both y'all just absorbing everything. So about the him going up and him like smirking after. When you pause it, like if you like frame by frame, that's what it looked like, right? Like it's him going up there. He turned his back, and then there's a reaction that happens after. When you pause anything in the moment of when somebody might be speaking, when they might be mouthing something, it could look like a smile. So I didn't read too much of that because in real time it doesn't look like that. But when you pause it, you can do that.
I saw it in real time though. The first time I saw it, I thought it.
Yeah, I didn't think he was smirking. I was just more so like he was mouthing something, and then like if you pause it, it's a smirk, right? So let's just say he was smirking and it's all fake. So if he's smirking, it's all fake, then none of it matters anyway. So let's assume that it's real. Which for me, like it being real, I said it was evident, like with the awkwardness that occurred throughout, that carried throughout the Oscars, like right, like you can feel it, you can sense it, and even from Chris Rock himself,
but they don't, just because them two is in on it doesn't mean that everybody else is on it. So
this is what I'm saying.
That would create the awkwardness regardless.
No, and I'm saying, assuming that is real, like for me, like what stood out. I'm saying, look, Hollywood could be fake, everything is fake, nothing real. That's a cynic of the world, right? Like everything is fake, nothing is real. I'm just saying, like, so take that aside, the cynic aspect of it, right? And let's assume that it was real. Yeah, Will was wrong in coming up there and slapping him. Like you don't do that to nobody. You feel me? Like you can't just walk up. He was unexpected. Like it was unexpected because he didn't say anything. And then from what I understand, even it seemed like as if Will almost still had like this smirkingly look on his face when he walked up to him. Like when the dude, if you ever seen the video when this guy kissed Will Smith, like try to kiss him in the mouth, he do like this little smirk. Like man, what's wrong with you? Like he do like a little, he boom, like backhand him. Like he do a smirk there. Like like that to me, it's kind of like seeing like his personality. There's other people that nervous laugh, right? Certain people that get into certain situations, they do, like you just said, it could have been, he could have laughed at the joke, like, how this nigga, like he could have tried to play it off, the camera's watching, he didn't want to seem like a loser, and then it's kind of like, but in the back of his mind, like, nah, this junk ain't funny, and then on top of that, like, oh, not my wife, like she really feeling that junk, and then it just emotions took the best of him. I agree with y'all on that aspect. Then the acceptance speech. If he was really going to apologize, because he apologized to the Academy and everything, never mentioned Chris Rock. He waited till he got home, and the whole party thing after, I didn't read too much into it because I didn't think he was going to apologize to Chris Rock. You feel me? Like when he went and partied after, just like niggas, like he was like, okay, I'm good. I don't feel like it was, not saying he didn't do anything wrong. He's like, I'm good. I'm just gonna party this off. I'm gonna chill. But then when I just saw like an hour ago that he put it on Instagram, Instagram apology on top of that. That's just for publicity, right? Because they could let it, be dead in the water. He could have called Chris himself and apologized and not did the apology on Instagram. We'd have never known about it and let Chris Rock talk about that. Like, yeah, me and Will, we talked it out and, he did apologize. That's how it should have been handled. As far as losing, like, for me, Jeff, you say like lost a lot of respect. Like I lost a little, I lost a little respect for him only because in the way in which he handled it, and then I just didn't feel like if you didn't feel like he was wrong, he shouldn't apologize on Instagram, like of all things after he had already partied. It should have happened like y'all just said at the acceptance speech at the Oscars, right then and there, national TV where millions upon millions of people are watching, and especially now that the buzz happened after the slap, like it's like okay, well you got the award. And this is your time to kind of like save face at least like like there is no place in the world for violence, but like Juan said, he doubled down on it. Like he was still almost as if I'm still in the
I don't agree with that. And I think there is a place in this world for violence. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you should go for violence, but if you have to defend yourself, if somebody coming at you with violence, you're not gonna not defend your family with violence. But he wasn't being attacked with violence in this sense, so So I know because I'm just saying I'm not saying that because of you, but I'm saying that because a lot of people,
No, I know. Yeah,
on the internet, be like, oh no, like try to like
Well, that's
flower
not true.
things up, and be like, oh no, it's never a situation where it's everything acceptable. No, there is times where things could get out of hand, and everybody. And for me personally, I like whether I respect him or not. I mean, I guess doesn't matter, but like I didn't like. I just see him. For me, it wasn't about respect for me because everybody does something bad. I've done bad stuff. All celebrity, like I would be, they have plenty of stuff to go up on, right? So with that being said, for me, it's like I do see him in a different light that I had before. That I would say, maybe because it's a mistake. He handled it wrong.
Yeah,
I would have thought Will Smith would have not handled it this way. So the way that I see him, the light that I see him is different. I say, even though we saw that with the reporter, he's not. He did have he has done it before.
Yeah,
but in order, I want to know y'all take on this. I heard somebody say that in his book that he recently wrote that he felt like a coward his whole life because he never defended his mom when she was being abused as a kid. When he was being when she was being abused when he was a kid, and he felt like a coward because he never did nothing for against his father, and added up what Chris Rock comment 2016 that he did Jada Pinkett, and then the whole entanglement. I'm wondering if there's a conglomerate of everything that that has led up to this. Not to say that it's justified, but I wonder if it's part of it is him trying to prove himself.
You want to go first?
Number one, to the comment of where you said, we've all done things in our past and so forth that we're not proud of. Neither one of us is 52 years old. It's number one. Okay. Whatever you've done was when you were in your teens, in your 20s. This man is 52 years old. He's made mistakes when he was a young person, going bankrupt, all the other stupid shit he's done. And yet you're 52 and you went up on national television to embarrass another man for doing his job.
That's cringe, man. That is super cringe.
For doing his job. Every year during the Oscars, they crack jokes on people in the audience that are famous.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't. That's almost similar. And I'm sorry to bring this sidebar. That's almost but let's not go down this rabbit hole. But that's almost similar to when people say, "Oh, when Donald Trump say some stupid ass thing out of his mouth," and then they say, "Oh, that was 2 years ago. He's grown since then. The man's goddamn 72 years old." The most ridiculous thing that society says. You know what I mean? So I can't give him that at all.
Yeah.
The other thing is that whatever happened with your mother and you not standing up to your father has nothing to do with society is very, very weak. And we all agree on that. They can't take a joke for nothing. And I'm not trying to downplay anything, but it's alopecia, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying like I know women that have it and they hide their hair, and I'm like, and I see them when they're bald. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with you. Like, bro, like I tell women, like, you're fine. You're beautiful. If I would have met you with a bald head, I would have never known.
Mm-hmm.
I would have thought Miss Sarah when we was in middle school, she was bald. Yeah. No one thought she looked weird when she had hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. I'm used to seeing her like that. Jada's been bald for years. No one gives a shit. They're like, okay, she looks fine without it. So it's like, because he says G.I. Jane, and even in my mind, I'm not even thinking like, oh, about the alopecia thing. I'm just thinking like, oh, okay, I get it, because she's bald right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ha ha, that's funny. You know what? That might be a dope movie. Oh shit, I gotta go defend my wife's honor. That's how you defend it, right? I can't correlate.
How she cries at night about it though.
Huh?
But
you don't know what's going on indoors though.
This is my take, and I'm gonna tell you, it's not so much going on indoors.
Devil's advocate,
Yeah,
no,
Go ahead, Jeff.
My bad. No, I'm not saying as far as like her emotional state when it comes to it, but like people saying like, oh well, like you're supposed to make light of a situation in life. If you're dealing with something, you make light of it. It's like, okay, like it's funny, and that's how it had been. He needs to divorce her.
Yeah,
she's bad for him. She is
is
bad
bad
for
for
this
him.
man.
That's exact. I had the exact same take yesterday. Is like she's at this point bringing out the worst in him, you know, and like the last 2 years been an absolute like. Think about how you looked at Will Smith 2 3 years ago, or how you look at him now, even before this day. It's
Right.
been a total disaster.
For real.
So this what I think. So because when you ask the question, the answer is yes. To your original question, absolutely. Everything that cultivated these last few years built up to this one odd moment. There's no coincidence. It's not his first, second, third, 15th. Like, this is not his first Oscars. This is not the first time that they've been the butt of jokes. Like, people called them swingers, you know, years before we found out that they were actually swingers. Now, him being embarrassed on national TV, for people to have to find out that that's exactly what they were, by a relationship that his wife had with somebody who I would imagine, based on his look on his face and how, because I watch the Red Table, like I follow it, like, you know, I'm into all that stuff. So for me, and it's just interpretation, my personal interpretation is, you know, it was never supposed to get out. Like, that's what, like, it wasn't so much what she did, it was just, bro, like, our family has been so excellent at keeping things very private. We open up this part of ourselves, you know, to the world, but certain things I just, you know, I don't want this out of junk. Is embarrassing, like, you know, like, it's sickening. So what happened is his reputation is starting to take a hit, right? Like, it's kind of like, well, like you said, bro, think about Will Smith 3 years ago versus Will Smith now, right? Like, we look at him differently. So everything that definitely does happen, it cultivated in one moment to where he, you know, he revved up as like the Super Saiyan thing that you posted, where he just revved up and took it out on Chris Rock, and it could have been a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, and how bizarre the world is, though. What I find like unbelievably funny is how it leads every single thing. Like I told you, I woke up and read it on First Take. Then I saw an article, oh, you can kill somebody from slapping. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. I could pull it up right now. You can kill somebody from slapping. Like, bro, like what do we come to? Dog, this is not funny, dog. It's not funny. It is not funny.
First of all, shout out for Chris Rock for being soft. Like, let's not. I'm not even gonna defend him.
Yeah, no, that's
Chris Rock should have defended himself.
He should have
defended. I don't care what anybody
tell me. And he is 5'9", 5'10".
And it's not only about size though, because like it's also about the size of the dog. You know what I'm saying? Like Jeff made the perfect example that Joe Rogan's 5'6", and Joe Rogan would have.
Also, because people tried to say he was small. No, I'm saying that because people try to make it sound like Chris Rock is small. No, he's smaller than Will Smith. I'm below average man height. You feel me? Like, and I'd be danged if like another grown man, I'm 5'6". If another grown man gonna come and smack me, I'm like, he 5. Anybody that's taller than 5'6" is taller than me. Okay, so he's 5'9", 5'10", and he got slapped by another grown man. I don't care who he is.
I thought he was shorter than that, but
yeah. Well, Google say he's 5'10", so I'm gonna go by Google because the Google is never wrong. So yeah, for me, and again, when I agree with you also, it's not so much as me, like when I say like losing respect, right? It's more so like, ugh, like that's weird, bro. Like, and I agree with both of y'all, right? People do things in the weirdest time, Jeff. Like, you would be surprised how many 50-year-olds still act like 25-year-olds. You get me? Yeah. So it's like people still gonna be dumb enough to make those extremely dumb. I mean, that is a catastrophic mistake. You feel me? Like, and I mean, in a sense, in a microcosm of catastrophe, right? Because he ain't going to shoot anybody. Like, so people that don't understand what we're saying, microcosm of catastrophe, because
he could have squared up with him reputation anytime though.
He could at least squared up with the man, like at the very least
in the back. Like,
don't talk about
if you want to be ignorant, at least do it in the back.
Yeah, no,
exactly. So we can get the report. That's exactly.
I'm not saying he should have done that. I'm not saying he should have. I'm just saying, at least
you're right.
Have a little bit of logic.
But even Tupac and Biggie didn't fight until like backstage, and they were 25.
That's a great point right there,
bro. 25-year-old
right
kids, bro. They
didn't even start shooting. They were straight gangsters.
What did
maybe
Tupac
not
and
them,
Big
but maybe
say,
like people's around them.
They knew, but they people, and then they, but you know, both of them had them. See, nobody can say Biggie or Pop. Yeah, like they both was crazy. They would have did some stupid stuff just because, right? So I'm gonna go back to that really quick because to make Jeffrey's point, but also want to kind of piggyback off a lot of that what we were saying. They're young, they have a reputation to protect. But what did Big and Tupac always put first before anything? Business. Like, hey, we have to we know we represent, and what's worse? They was black. Like, people of color, bro, like, and like that. Yeah, like man,
Yeah, because
like
a lot of people is gonna
it's
come say
crazy.
maybe not out loud, but a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, they go black people
Yep.
being ignorant and this and that," which is a bad look, and
Oh my
especially
God.
nowadays. But that's not even a question. That's not even a question. That's just a statement. But like the real question
Yes,
is,
exactly.
that just made me shake my head too. The
Yeah.
what It's a shame, but like the question is to you guys: you think the Oscar should be taken away? Because I feel like they now that that it came out that the Oscars are having a conversation. All of a sudden, a few hours later, this statement comes out. So maybe because before they was laughing about us taking pictures, like Jeff said, they was laughing about it. Jaden Smith said, "Oh, this is how we do," which I mean, he's a kid, but at the same time, like it makes your
Yeah, that
dad
little
looks
son of a
worse.
gun.
It makes your bad look. I mean, it makes your dad
Exactly.
I
looks
want to slap
worse
him.
because now
Exactly.
there's now
Everybody want
like
to slap
who
him. He
raised
did
you? You
want to
feel
slap
me?
him.
Like
Exactly.
you just makes him look even worse. But like, question is, do you think they should take away the Oscar? Now that he's kind of scared, they may take it away, or at least it seems.
Before I answer that, I just got to say this. People. Like you guys were saying, the last few years things have been crazy for Will Smith. Look, Jada's been embarrassing this man for over 14, 15 years.
That's true.
It didn't start. It didn't start with this.
Do not let
this
Will off
August
like
guy.
that, bro. Like let's
No,
let's
no.
let's not let Will Smith off. Like
No, we
the
can't.
rumors that he had all the women that he was dealing with. We can't do that now. We can't just put it all on JJ now. We can't put it all on Jada. Don't be doing.
Hey.
We can't do that now. It's nah,
Mark Anthony.
man.
That kid,
Mark
that
Anthony.
kid is.
Mark Anthony.
What about what?
Mark Anthony and Jada.
Wait, that's what he was doing in the boat. I seen them in the boat.
Mark Anthony and Jada, man, like
Jesus
14,
Christ.
15 years ago.
Wait, no,
And
but
what
they
about
hang
even
out
Mendez and
recently though.
What about even
They hang
They
out
still doing
recently.
it?
Gabriella Union?
Yeah, like
Nah,
a year
come
ago.
on, dog. What
I
about
seen them like
you
a year ago on the boat.
So we're gonna let Will off the hook.
Wow.
So we're gonna let
Hey,
Will off
look.
the hook.
Somebody needs to give
Look,
Jada
we gonna
Smith
let-
some discipline.
Hold on.
Bro.
No, he should have been got his butt whooped a long time ago.
It started with Jada though. It
No,
No,
started
it
with
did
her.
not.
When
If you
they
let's
shaved
just
his
talk about the
eyebrows.
Tupac thing.
They shave his
This
eyebrows.
man was dealing, bro. Nah,
Bro,
man. Will had his
exactly.
whole ex.
Tupac.
Nah,
His whole
no,
life.
but Will was dealing with women
You-
before though. His
Nah.
baby mama. Come on, man. He tried.
Oh yeah. He had drama with his first baby
Thank
mama.
you.
That's true.
In his
The one he did.
relationship with
Remember he
Jada
made the
and for
song.
Jada to do
That song
Yeah.
with his kid.
with Trey. Yeah,
That wasn't
Yeah.
Jaden. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Trey. Nah, Jeff,
Hey.
we ain't finna do no we ain't gonna let Will off the hook because then we gonna like
This is his Illuminati
women that's
family.
listening. Yeah. Oh my god. People
Nah,
that's
man,
listening,
look.
the
Just
women that's listening,
kidding.
nah man.
First of all,
Dude.
the man had a baby mama. All right, that was her. That hey, you
It
get
wasn't
involved
just that,
with
Jeff.
baby
It
mama,
wasn't.
bro.
No.
No, you get.
It wa-
You already
nah.
know there's gonna be some problems.
There
and
you go.
and Will Smith.
Okay, the Oscars.
We gonna- Oscars,
Should they
because
take
we
away the
we gonna
Oscars?
lose
All
all
right. But should they take away the Oscars? I say yes. I think you have to set an
Oh.
example.
I'm
I
shocked.
think you have to.
That's
what
like
we
taking away
should do-
Reggie Bush's Heisman, bro.
Dun,
No,
dun, dun,
they should.
dun.
Yeah, for real.
I think you should because
Jeffrey has lost his-
because of his actions afterwards. That's what I'm saying. Him
Yeah.
partying out there like that, like nothing happening. He was still in the public eye.
He won.
It's almost like saying like, hey, anyone can go up there, slap the shit out of somebody, and just carry along their day.
And
But
that
they
case,
should have done it. They should have done it there and then.
they shouldn't.
If I would have been
They
there, I
shouldn't
would
let
have
him win
escorted
it.
him out. All right, sorry, bro.
Exactly.
You gotta go.
Hold on, Jeff. So
There's no way they would have did that.
OJ
I know,
should
but
get
I'm
his,
saying that's what they should
He
have
was
done.
he was anticipated to win.
OJ should get his Russian title. He should be in the Hall of Fame anymore. Aaron Hernandez.
Well, not
Patriots
even
should,
them.
get a
Like
Super
just
Bowl.
even in the
Like,
Oscars themselves,
you can't do that.
they'll
Like,
have to
people
be
did
if
worse
they open
stuff,
like
bro.
yeah.
No, but that's football, bro. There's criminals all over.
So let's
But
Oscars
even if
by
you keep
itself
it,
in
even if you
Hollywood.
keep the Oscars on itself, it's going to be a long list of
Of
actors
people.
that
Exactly.
they're going to have
Did
to
some
get the Oscar back
disgusting,
just for
deplorable
behaving bad.
stuff. Exactly.
So it's
Like,
not
come
even
on,
Who did
let's
what
be
he
fair.
did? Who did what he did?
So what's
I'm
worse,
pretty sure
slapping a
people,
man
I'm pretty sure
or
people have done worse. I'm pretty sure.
What's worse than like you telling me
on national television? Who did what he done?
Not
don't
maybe
matter.
not on
You
national
can't-
television, but still
Yeah.
but have gone
he
to jail.
won the Oscars. He won that award fair and square. It wasn't a dick. They didn't say, "Oh, we're giving this to the best person in Hollywood because he's an excellent." This is not a humanitarian award. This is not a humanitarian award. You can't take away because he's an idiot.
Think about
Like in that case, how many people in Hollywood?
I mean, that if that
Oh my
case,
God.
they'll be sending out a lot of letters.
There you go.
They'll be sending out a lot of
Exactly.
letters, bro.
Bruh.
Yeah.
It's Hollywood.
So Hollywood,
It's
man.
Weird Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right. Denzel gets his first Oscars, and then whoever was being the host, he goes up there and socks the guy in the mouth.
Denzel still keep his Oscar.
He gets his, for me. He'll get arrested or escorted out, and when the word comes on,
Yeah.
So if he gets arrested that same night on national television, he still get his award. That is a stain.
What? It's not their fault though, because the award is for last year though. It's not for like that night.
That's what I'm saying.
It is. They're giving it to them that night.
So Jeff,
but the award is for last year. The performance that happened last year.
But they're getting it that night. That's how it is with every award. It's like
that's what I'm saying. Jeff, he been
winning the Heisman. It's the year before.
So you're gonna take the Heisman away from somebody.
It
don't matter when you got it. So Jeff, because that's unfair. Like you said, he won it, right? He already was slated to win and stuff like that. It did say we should take it away after the fact, after he committed, an act. After now, remember, he's already won it. He's already won it.
That's
so every
true.
act after, you have to take it away.
That's a good point. He won it already.
No.
He won it already.
No. Yeah,
the envelope is printed.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, something else, boy. Y'all with this technicality.
No, I'm not even trying to be technical. I'm being dead serious, Jeff. If you win a award right now for being the best indie actor up and coming, right? If you go and do what you did before, like pissing on that stop sign like you did before, and drawing a penis on the billboard, should they take that award?
Let me tell you, if I did what Will Smith did last night, I would accept any repercussion.
Of course you will, because you're saying because you personally feel like it should be taken. I'm saying, and if you accept it, I'm gonna slap you from giving it back. I'm gonna just walk on over that, slap you from even attempting to give the award back. Like, what are you doing? No, you're just an idiot. You're just an idiot. That's all.
So you can keep the piece of plastic. You can keep that.
You can't erase history.
They erase you from history. That's it. They don't need to say, "Oh, give me the medal back." He got it. Okay, that's yours. You have it. But when people look you up, they're gonna see that asterisk there that you were removed.
I mean, even when they do that, people know who. Like when didn't they do that to a baseball team? I think
they did it to they did to Reggie. Yeah, Reggie.
They did it to a baseball team, I think, and people still know who won. So
that's because we're alive. In another 40, 50 years, no one
cares.
You're gonna Google it, and who got stripped of the title? You're gonna Google it. Oh, that's them. They won.
Yeah. No, but
Wikipedia's gonna say, "Oh, he won this award, but then he got stripped.
It got taken away because he was an idiot." How does that work, Jeff? So all dumb people should get stuff taken away from them.
I think you know what?
Because
I would say yes. I would say
that's Pandora's box.
That's a can of worms.
You know what I mean? But the NFL.
Then I never get arrested for illicit.
You would never see Hollywood or jail.
Jeff, Hollywood is disgusting, bro. We know this.
I know how many Oscar winners have done something deplorable.
Some deplorable things, bro. They just haven't been caught on camera yet, so they.
Well, even if I'm pretty sure some has gotten arrested. I mean,
we can go down a long list.
I'm pretty sure.
But if you get arrested or do assault, cocaine or whatever, that's on you. You doing
not the cocaine. Time. What about people that got arrested for assault? Or domestic violence and stuff like that. Like domestic violence, is it any different than them slapping Chris Rock? No.
You know what? You know why it wasn't assault last night? Because Chris Rock didn't want to press charges.
No, it's still assault, regardless whether or not he wants to press charges. It's still assault. Period.
But
that's rich. First of all, let's rephrase that. They're rich, so that the rules do not apply to them. Let's not
because it was Smith. If it was any random D-list celebrity, some guy from 100 goes up and does that, he's getting arrested.
Yeah, like if Kanye would have slapped Taylor Swift, then he would.
He would have been in prison.
Yeah. So but they're rich though. But honestly, rich people don't. We see it all the time. Like the rules don't apply to rich people the same way they apply to us. So you're right. He didn't get arrested because he was supposed to get arrested on the spot. Like Juan said, if they would have escorted him out, then they would have set the precedent of, okay, we're not going to tolerate this behavior. They didn't do that, Jeff. So then, because the media, because we're upset and it's all this backlash, we're going to take the Oscar from him. No, stand your ground when it happens. Don't do that.
What it is?
Because it's blowback. That's not cool.
No,
we're going to review. What is it to review, Jeff? He slapped them. What are they trying to review?
I get that, but you know what it is though. Also,
Yeah.
you know, like me and Juan thought it was fake. Everyone in that room thought it was staged that night. Everyone in there thought it was staged. They were like, okay. And then when he started cursing, they're like, hold up, wait a minute. And then they're interviewing him afterwards. They're like, I was so confused about everything. I didn't know what was going on. So it's the same thing with the producers. And granted, the producer said that joke that Chris Rock said was not a part of the script. He went off. I would
imagine it usually. First of all, comedians. But there's, bro. When this dude went up there and started calling all of Hollywood pedophiles and stuff like that wasn't on script. That's why he's looking sick in the face. Like it happens. Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying. Like the truth hurts. And then the thing is the whole G.I. Jane thing. Like it was a below the belt, but he didn't deserve to get slapped. So at the end of the day, what was wrong? Keep his Oscar.
That joke was not that bad.
No, it wasn't. I just said that. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, for real, it wasn't that bad.
Let us know what you guys think. Subscribe, share this podcast. We love ya. Peace.
Yep. Peace.